Before I get to this review, I need to make this point. Now, I've made this point many times before. When it comes to NXT, when it comes to the developmental portion of the WWE, and when you compare it to the main roster, it's supposed to be the people in developmental are working to get to the main roster. But then you watch episodes like this, and you have to question why would anybody want to leave developmental? At this point, the main roster is developmental, and NXT is the real wrestling show. I love NXT. As a wrestling fan, everything that I grew up watching, from the Stone Cold Steve Austins, to the Rocks, to the Hulk Hogans, to the Macho Man Randy Savages, to the Mick Foleys, to the Triple H's, to the Shawn Michaels, to all the storylines, to all the referee bumps, to all the championship victories, all the WrestleMania moments, everything that I feel encapsulates professional wrestling. I don't get that a lot when it comes to the main roster. But when I watch NXT, it feels like my fandom is at its all-time best when I'm watching NXT. When I watch the main roster, I feel like I'm getting old. I feel like it's not for me anymore. But when I watch NXT, it's like I am constantly reminded why I am a wrestling fan. Why anybody could sit here on their computers, however you're watching me, and think to themselves, main roster is better than NXT. Really? How anybody can sit here and not wish Triple H would just take over. No pun intended. Actually, I lied. Pun intended. Just take over. And just run WWE the right way. Because you run it the right way here on NXT. How anybody on the main roster could watch NXT and not go, man, I wish I was on NXT right now. Man, I wish I wasn't being run by stupid writers like Road Dogg Jesse James. Hashtag fire Road Dogg. Yes, by the way, it was trending. It was trending. After I went to sleep, too. It was trending when I went to sleep. Whatever. The message got sent. That's what really matters. NXT is showing us, once again, how a real wrestling show is supposed to be run. And your boy, Deluxe Man, is up here once again to talk about it. And see, this is why I don't understand. When I'm up here talking about positive stuff, up here talking about wrestling when it's great, when it's doing well, nobody watches. Nobody's watching. Because as of right now, I'm looking at the viewers, it's only like 55 viewers. And that's fine. I love y'all. All 55 of you who are watching me right now, you guys, you're here. That's where you are. Not disrespecting the people who are fans of my Raw reviews and SmackDown reviews. I love y'all too, but I'm sorry. Most of the people that watch those videos, they watch it to hear me rant. They watch it to hear me trash wrestling. And that's fine, because sometimes wrestling deserves to be trashed. But at the same time, we got the same people who are hypocritical, who are hypocrites, who want to call me out and go, all you do is talk about how bad WWE is or how bad wrestling is. How dare you call yourself a wrestling fan? Well, MFers, where are you now? Where are all you wrestling fans saying all you do is talk negatively about wrestling? Here I am. Here I am talking positive. When wrestling is done right, when wrestling gives me exactly what I want, which is, check this out, a good show with characters and good wrestling, direction, purpose, a reason to continue watching, a reason to want to tune in every single week. Here I am being positive. And thank you, NXT, for giving that to me. I am so happy that I have found this product. I am so happy that I have spent $9.99 a month so I can get NXT. When WWE main roster does not give me what I want, I can always rely on NXT to deliver. And I hope that with the roster we have right now, that maybe we can consider just making NXT another brand. Seriously, like, screw the developmental. It died. At this point in time, NXT may as well be my A show. But you know what? I need to be careful of saying that because I said SmackDown. I said SmackDown, ladies and gentlemen, was the A show in 2016. What happened? Road Dogg became the head writer and killed it. So maybe I should be careful of saying NXT is the A show because then maybe they'll fire Triple H and then make Road Dogg the head writer of NXT just to kill that too. Because that's how they work. They like to sabotage. They like to take away the things that we like. Oh, you guys like saying one fall? Take that away. Oh, you guys like pyro? Take that away. You guys like the special sets? Take that away. Because that's how they work. You guys like SmackDown? Take that away. Now here I am saying, I love NXT. Oh yeah, we're going to kill that. Whatever the case. I'm so happy I was able to watch this episode. I've been hearing about this episode back when the spoilers were a thing, when they actually came out with the spoilers. And people were like, oh my God, this is gonna be great. You can't miss this episode. I'm like, oh, I know. As soon as I heard that Johnny Gargano and Andrade Cien Almas were having their 4th match for the NXT Championship, I already knew it was gonna be something crazy. But man, the balls on NXT to do what they did. Respect. I can't wait to see what NXT TakeOver New Orleans has in store. So now that I've done gushing over why I love NXT so much and why I'm just not even trying to hear people tell me that main roster is better, let's go ahead and get into the show. Let's talk about NXT's episode for February 21st of 2008. We start off the show with a Velveteen Dream versus No Way Jose match. As you guys know, I'm a big fan of Velveteen Dream. I like No Way Jose. I don't really have an issue with him. Yes, he's one of those fun kind of popcorn fest gimmicks. You just have him on the show just to fill a spot. That's cool. I'm fine with that. Sometimes that's what you need. You need those gimmicks that you can go, oh, sweet. All right, next. Like, oh, popcorn, thank you. Okay, what else you got? That's kind of No Way Jose. No one I would really see becoming an IC or world champion, but I like him. He fills his role very well. He's fun when I see him. What I like about this match is that throughout the time they were in the ring, you see Velveteen Dream dancing and playing to his performer's character. Whoever he's fighting, his opponent, whoever he's facing off against, the gimmick that person has, he plays off of it, which I love. He did it with Aleister Black, where he was trying to get him to say his name and then mocking his taunt and stuff. With Cashapp, he wore knockout shorts, the boxing shorts, and said he was going to knock him out in 30 seconds. And now with No Way Jose, he's dancing, mocking him. He plays to his opponent's character, which makes them feel a lot more important and also makes their matches a lot more interesting. Holy crap! Velveteen Dream is so far ahead of the game, it's not funny, boys. It's not. I like this match. Really enjoyed it. Velveteen Dream won, as expected. Why would he not win? There was a nice counter to No Way Jose's knockout punch. He threw him in the air, was going to knock him out, and then he hit him with a drop kick. That was really, really cool. That was really cool on Velveteen Dream's part. After the match, he gets on the microphone, and he calls himself Male Competitor of the Year, Overall Performer of the Year, and Match of the Year. Although he didn't win any of those awards. I think he won Breakout Star of the Year. I think Overall Performer was Asuka, Male Performer was Aleister Black, and Tyler Bate was Match of the Year with Pete Dunne. He says his name is on everyone's tongue because everybody's chanting Velveteen Dream. I'm happy that he acknowledged that. Thank you for not ignoring that. Don't be one of those heels that just ignores the crowd. He acknowledges that the crowd likes him, but he's still a dick, which I appreciate. I'm still a heel, but I have a big ego, and I like it when people play to my ego. That's what his character would do. He would want to be cheered. Why would anybody want to be booed? That's okay. I hate when people say, well, your job as a heel is to get heat. Okay, you're right. My job as a heel would be to get heat, to get people to hate me, but that doesn't mean I should hate people cheering me. You know, I never got that. That kind of logic I just never understood. Yes, I am made to make people hate me, but if I was a wrestler in real life, if I'm going to make this a legit sport, why would anybody want to be booed? Why would anybody choose to be hated? You're supposed to not like to be booed. That makes fans want to boo you more. You know, it's from a logical standpoint, it makes sense that Velveteen Dream would want to be cheered. He has a big ego. He thinks he's the shit. So yeah, cheer me. Because I'm sure people are like, why would he want to be cheered? It's part of his character. It makes the most sense. So during the promo, he mentions how he's taken issue with people like Aleister Black, Tyler Bate, and Asuka for getting those awards and people not giving him the attention. And he says he deserves the honor. And if you don't like that, you can leave. You can get out of his way because he's not going to pay attention to you. So basically last week, as you recall, Velveteen Dream called out Tyler Bate. And we're just like, why did you call out Tyler Bate for? Now we know. Tyler Bate won Match of the Year. And he takes issue with that because he feels his match with Aleister Black was Match of the Year. Oh my God. What a concept. Something that actually plays to the fans is building to a feud. Oh my goodness. I never thought of that before. It makes sense. And then we see on SmackDown, we're making these top 10 lists that the wrestlers came up with to build between Bobby Roode and Randy Orton and Jinder Mahal, who's not even on the list. See, this is why Triple H should just take over. Just take over, Triple H. Just take over. Screw Road Dogg and his horrible booking, please. This is what wrestling should be. And that's how you build to a feud. I look forward to seeing Velveteen Dream versus Tyler Bate. That's going to be awesome. I can't wait for that. But we got more things to talk about, so let's go on. William Regal announces that the Dusty Rhodes Classic, Tag Team Classic, is returning in 2 weeks. Yes! 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 That is awesome. I'm so happy that the Dusty Rhodes Classic is returning. As you guys know, I've been begging for that to return since last year. I'm like, come on, let's bring that back. So we're doing it. We are officially doing the Dusty Rhodes Classic in 2 weeks. I don't know who's going to be in it. They're going to announce the bracket next week. So I'll be talking about that next week. Man, this is exciting. I think with the tag team division we have on NXT, this one might be the best one. I'm not even kidding you. Think about who we have. We got War Machine. We got TM61, or the Mighty Don't Kneel. Don't know what they're calling themselves yet, but that. We got Heavy Machinery. We got the Street Profits. We got SAnitY, of course. We got... we're going to have other makeshift tag teams as well, too. I'm trying to think. There are other tag teams I'm missing. I don't know if Tito Sabatelli and Riddick Moss are a tag team anymore. They might still be. We might do something with them. They need to pair EC3 with them. Pair EC3 with them and make that work. And then, of course, we'll form some other makeshift tag teams in there just to make it more interesting. But, man, I can't wait for that. I cannot wait for the Dusty Rhodes Classic. That's going to be something crazy, man. I think overall, NXT does have the best tag team division, although the best tag team is the Usos. I'm so behind the Usos being the best tag team in the world right now. With that said, the overall division on SmackDown is and Raw, NXT, we got something. Thank you, Authors for Pain. I knew I was missing some people. Authors for Pain, definitely gonna be in there. Man, I'm excited. And then check this out. The winner of the tournament will not only win the Dusty Rhodes Cup, but they'll also get a shot at the Undisputed Era at the NXT TakeOver pay-per-view in New Orleans. NXT TakeOver New Orleans. What a concept! We're building to something. So that means every match has a purpose. That means every match is going to feel important. Like 205 Live does. Every match on 205 Live is building to what? The main event, not main event, WrestleMania, but to a WrestleMania match. You get to actually be on WrestleMania. Why, ladies and gentlemen, isn't Triple H just running everything? Just run everything, buddy. For real. The next match is Nikki Cross versus Vanessa Borne. Not much to say about this match, other than fans love Nikki Cross, as they should, and Vanessa Borne is smoking. For real. That woman had me going, damn, where'd they find you at? Vanessa Borne, bruh. I need to get her number. By get her number, I mean to do, professional stuff. Do interviews. I mean, I'm going to have a guest for one of my Q&As soon anyway, so why not? Just bring her in and just do an interview with her. Ask her some questions. Just keep it professional. You know what I mean? Hey, Ultra Shadow, don't give me that look. Look, Ultra Shadow, I understand that you love Mandy Rose, but see, your love for Mandy Rose is a kinky kind of love. I'm a professional, all right? I ain't just looking at these women because they look good. Now, she does look good. Oh, my God. But let me tell you something. I am a professional. So don't be looking at me like that. I see you. I see you up. I see you in the chat talking about, oh, the Lex man wants to hit that. Okay. I need you to calm down, sir. I'm gonna need you to put your dirty mind back where you got it. I am a professional. I ain't thirsty. Okay? And then he says K. Yeah, guys. Nikki Cross beats Vanessa Borne. Don't know where that's leading. Just a random match to have. They did mention Kairi Sane is taking on Shayna Baszler. Sorry, I blanked on her name for a second. That's not good. It's fine. Shayna Baszler and Kairi Sane will be having a match next week. That's going to be interesting. I guess they're building to a triple threat for New Orleans. I don't know what they're building to. We'll have to see what they do with that. But yeah, Shayna Baszler will be taking on Kairi Sane next week. And Aleister Black will be taking on Killian Dane very soon. So I think that's everything. I think after that, we have the main event. Yep. Main event time. As you guys know, the rematch for the NXT Championship took place on the show. Johnny Gargano versus Andrade, Cien Almas, career versus championship. If Gargano loses, then he will have to leave NXT for good. Now, before I even talk about the match, let's just talk about the fact that before the match, we show them backstage and then selling it. You know how they do at the pay-per-views? They show them backstage warming up and stuff. They sold this like a pay-per-view main event, which I appreciate because it should feel like a pay-per-view main event. And I've been waiting for this match for weeks. Since they announced it 2 weeks ago, I've been just salivating for it. Hype exists on NXT. It's not one of those things where it's like, hey, we're going to give you a match randomly, and then we don't know what we're doing. I know what I'm going to get from NXT based off of the stories they're telling. I know eventually I'm going to get Aleister Black versus Killian Dane. I know eventually I'm going to get maybe a triple threat between Ember Moon, Kairi Sane, and Shayna Baszler because that's the story they're telling. So when I do get it, I'm like, ooh, cool. Or maybe they'll do something else, but you know what? That's okay. They can say those matches down the line based off the way they tell their stories. Velveteen Dream versus Tyler Bates going to happen eventually. Why? Because that's the story they're telling. I already knew that we were going to get this match. At the same time, I already knew directions they could have gone in. They could have gave the belt to Gargano. Or they could end his career. Whatever the case, whatever they decide to do, I was looking forward to it because that was the story they were telling. Storytelling exists on NXT. With the main roster, you don't know what the hell you're going to get. At all. But getting to the match now. Right off the bat, Candice LeRae suicide dives Zelina Vega. At the beginning of the match, LeRae suicide dives Vega, and they start brawling. Where was Joey Styles? Cat fight! Cat fight! Cat fight! Man, it was great. They got a big pop out of that, too. It kicked off the match to a hot start. And then the boys just carried it. They just carried that mess. That was awesome. Every move, every pinfall, every moment had weight to it because it was high stakes. You either have a man lose his career or have a new champion. What's going to happen? Huh? So it was easy to be invested in this match. Is this match as good as their pay-per-view match? No. But it was still a fantastic match. Still an awesome match to watch. Just another great entry into their historical feud, into their rivalry. So it all came down to a referee bump where Andrade takes a step forward and does one of his spinning elbows. He misses Gargano and hits the referee. It looked sick. That elbow looks like it will break your jaw. Then when the referee was knocked out, Gargano hits his like head scissors, Hurricane Rana styled Gargano escape, the crossface. And by the way, I love that they used each other's finishers throughout the match too. And commentary, we have to give credit to Morrow. Hell, Percy Watson. People don't like Percy Watson. You know what? I'm cool with them. And of course, Nigel. Those three are amazing. I wish they were calling everything. For real. They put some energy into their work. You know, Cole, Graves even. Of course, you know, who are people on SmackDown? Tom Phillips? Whatever. The people on SmackDown. It's Byron Saxton, Tom, and it's Graves again. Right. See, I'm so blanking on the commentary team because they're that irrelevant. Morrow, Nigel, Percy Watson. They killed it. They were on it, man. Every near fall. No! Oh my God, don't do this. Not Gargano. They sold it. They sold it like it was a big deal because it was. And guess what? It puts fans into it. It makes them go, this must be a big deal. And then they start to believe it. They don't treat it like it's a fantasy world. They treat it like it is the world. Thank you, commentary, for selling this match. But referee's down. Gargano hooks in the Gargano escape. And in comes the devil himself, Tommaso Ciampa, walking in, slithering with his stick in hand. It's a crutch, but the stick, the evil stick in hand. And he wallops Gargano. And the crowd's like, no. And by the way, the crowd was amazing. Love the crowd. They were into everything. They were like, no, not this way, no. And commentary is like, God damn it, Tommaso Ciampa. Where was Jim Ross? You know what? Screw it. Mauro Ranallo did an excellent job, but Jim Ross would have been like, oh, no, you son of a bitch. You know, he would have ate up Gargano. He would have ate up freaking Tommaso Ciampa. He would have ate him up, man. But anyways, as you know, Andrade Cien Almas hits the Hammerlock DDT and pins him 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, that's it. That's it, man. There you go. As you guys know, Andrade wins, so that means Gargano, his career's over. That's it. He bet his career, he made a wager, and he lost. Gargano goes 0-4. 0-4. Under Almas. Almas has beaten this guy 4 times in a row. Man, that must suck. But on the 4th one, he ended his career. Man, I gotta say, this is a ballsy move. The last time they did something like this on the main roster was... I mean, look, yes, they did with Ziggler and Miz, but Ziggler actually succeeded. He won. I'm talking about them doing something like this and the guy who put his career on the line lost. When was the last storyline they did this with? What was the last storyline they did this with? Who was the last person to put his career on the line and lose? I know Stone Cold Steve Austin did this like in 1998 where he was supposed to be a referee for Austin. It was Kane versus Taker, and he was supposed to call the match down the road. He was supposed to call the match fair and square, and he didn't, so he lost his career. I know that. But when was the last time someone put their career on the line and lost? Was that Michaels and Taker? Was that Jeff? No, it was oh man. Oh yeah, it was Cena and Nexus. That was so stupid. The last good one. Because Cena lost his career and then he was on every episode of Raw after that. Whatever. It was either Jeff Hardy and Punk. No, it was Michaels and Taker. It was Michaels and Taker. Streak versus career. That was the last time they did something like this. Wow. 8 years ago. Almost 10 years ago. Yep, streak versus career. That's right. 8 years ago. Well, NXT, you guys, man, you guys are doing it. And then I love that after he lost the match, you see the crowd, no. They're upset, they're angry. And then it just kind of sets in that, oh man, this guy's done. So what? Is he going to the main roster? Is he going to the Cruiserweight show? What's going to happen with him? And honestly, you know what? The fact that people are very dreary of the main roster kind of adds to this. Because now it's like, oh crap, now he's going to the main roster. His career's over. You know? It kind of adds to it the more you think about it. Because it's like, no, don't go. No, don't go. Don't go to the main roster. You know, anyways, Gargano, he's walking away. He's hugging his wife. He's all tearful, showing that he's broken by this. This is heartbreaking. And he sold it that way. The selling on the facial expressions, all of that was on point. And I appreciate that. And he walks up the ramp. The crowd's giving him a standing ovation. Commentary's giving him a standing ovation. And then you see Tommaso Ciampa smiling and waving. Over there smiling and waving like, bye. Bye-bye. Your career's done. And I did it. I ended your career. I love NXT. This is awesome. I don't know where this is. Again, I have not read the spoilers. I have not read any of the spoilers. I'm not going to. I love this. I am looking so forward to seeing where this goes next. I want to see where this goes. For real. Like, I gotta get a shot. When I do the thumbnail for this video, I'm gonna have a shot of him waving. I will. I want to have a shot of him waving. Just so awesome. That's so awesome. Tommaso Ciampa's a dick. This has to lead to a match between Ciampa and Gargano, right? This has to lead to a match with those two. I don't know how they're going to do it. You know what? I'm going along for the ride. Someone just said in the live chat, they're going to do what they did with Shawn Michaels and Chris Jericho. Unsanctioned. I'm there. Unsanctioned fight. Let them kill each other. I want to see that match. I want to see these two beat the living hell out of each other. I do. I really, 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 really do. Man, this is going to be great. This is going to be a great show. This is going to be so awesome. I think if WrestleMania is not careful, NXT TakeOver New Orleans might be the real WrestleMania. For real. Because think about what we're getting at WrestleMania. Yeah, we're getting AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura, but we're also getting Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. You know you're going to get that match. But then after that, what else are we getting? 205 Lives match? So we'll have to see. But NXT, bruh, you guys are killing it. I said during my NXT awards, my award show, that Gargano was going to be a top babyface and Tommaso Ciampa was going to be a top heel. After seeing this episode, we're there. We are there. If Tommaso Ciampa comes out next week and he gets cheered, I will be upset. He better get booed. This is not the storyline to be screwing around. Fans, you want them to tell the right stories, you need to play your role as well. I need to see Ciampa get booed out of the building. Because this is the kind of stuff that he does to get booed. I need to see this guy be hated. I need to see him get Vicky Guerrero heat. He needs to be the most despised character on TV because of the stuff he's done. Gargano took a bullet. The equivalent of a bullet in wrestling for him. He took a ladder to the face for this guy. He risked his career for this guy. And Tommaso Ciampa is single-handedly ruining it. He's going out of his way to ruin his career because he can. He's an evil bastard. He is. Everything about this is so well set up that... Also, before I continue, Ultra Shadow just gave me a great idea. He says, let's do 3 stages of hell. If we were doing 3 stages of hell, what matches would they have? For real, what matches would they have? I want to hear that. My goodness, man. Yeah, we need to see homeboy Tommaso Ciampa get that heat. Uh-oh. Super chat? Yeah, super chat. Cliff Amal. What's up, Cliff? Ciampa is the best heel in the company, period. Sweet. I'm trying to sit here and think, well, if we're going technically, it's Roman Reigns, but you're right. As a heel, he gets the most heat properly. So I agree. He is the best heel. Oh, Sonic said 3 stages of hell. Okay. All right, my bad. Well, thank you, Sonic, for the idea. But what matches would you have anyways? Okay, Isaiah Webb said First Blood, submission match, and Last Man Standing. Street fight submission match, Last Man Standing was Notorious MMA. Inferno match, street fight, and a flag match. What flag match? That's weird. Street fight, cage match, no DQ. Thank you for subbing, Ken. Welcome to the pact. Let's see. Hell in a Cell. Yeah, I'm making people think. I'm making you think. Regardless, whatever they do, I'm going to be there for it. So, great show. Loved it. This is going to be an awesome, awesome build to NXT TakeOver New Orleans. I cannot wait for that show. I cannot wait for it. But let's end this by going to the fans. Let's go to the fans in the live chat. What are your thoughts about NXT? What are your thoughts? Thank you for everybody who joined me tonight. Oh, we have a bigger audience. Apparently, it's 84 viewers. Okay. I like that. Welcome. Welcome to everybody who is here. Hold on for a minute, guys. Let me check something out real quick. I think we're good. I think we are good. We're good. All right. There's something going on with the stream for a second. All right. What we got here? Tommaso Mark. I loved NXT. Well, Tommaso Mark, you might want to change your name because I think anybody with the name Tommaso or even Ciampa, they coming for you. They coming for you, brother. Brother. Let's see here. James H. NXT should take SmackDown's place on Tuesday. I'm cool with that. Let's see. Johnny Gargano is the next Daniel Bryan. Rohit. Yeah, he might be. He might be, man. Awesome Kid. Triple H is the cure. I agree. King of Justice. So Gargano lost 4 times in a row to Almas, but I want to see them fight again. Respect to both men. For real! Like, they fought in 4 times, and I'm still not tired of the feud. Oh my goodness. See what good storytelling does for you? WWE, Road Dogg. Damn. PS4 JTB. Almas is my favorite superstar. Almas is killing it. Ever since he got with Zelina, it's almost like he got a resurgence. I see it. I see the superstar in Almas now. He's awesome. I love his matches, by the way. And who I think he will fight. Who I think Almas will fight. Aleister Black. I think the writing's on the wall for that one. Aleister Black versus Almas at NXT TakeOver New Orleans. I don't think it'll be the main event. I think the main event is Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa somehow. Again, I don't know how they're going to get there, but that will be the main event for sure. Do I think 205 needs to be taped with NXT? At this point, yeah. It might need to be. Because those live crowd reactions are getting kind of weak. And it's not NXT's, it's not anybody's fault but Road Dogg's. Because he can't draw people to the show. His writing is killing the show so much that people don't want to go. So 205 Live gets hurt too. Stupid. Let's see here. Kyle Hernsberger. Even I'm a huge fan of Andrade. I marked out when he was a part of the 2018 Royal Rumble. I kind of did too. Lars Sullivan scares me, legit. Yeah, he wasn't on this show, but that's nothing about NXT. I appreciate the roster rotation. It's not the same people in every show. It's a different stack of people for each show. And now that we're getting the Cruiserweight, the 205 Live stuff, and then we're also getting the Dusty Rhodes Classic stuff, it's going to feel even more fresher. My Lord. Ultra Shadow says, if SmackDown was in my town, I wouldn't go. That's how bad it's gotten. That's how bad it's gotten. Yeah, guys, it's gotten really bad for SmackDown. Notorious MMA. No doubt Ciampa will win the first match, then Gargano will win the second match, and then it comes down to an Iron Man match later. I'm cool with that. Is the Iron Man match for the NXT Championship? Is it? Is it? Just saying. Gargano's theme sounds like an anime opener. Yeah, it kind of does. Actually, Gargano and his wife, Lorraine's theme, they kind of sound the same. But Candice has a male voice and Gargano has a female voice. I like that. That's pretty cool. Prediction. Heavy Machinery versus Street Profits and Strong versus... Wait, Strong and Bait versus Black and Almas. Wait. No. Heavy Machinery versus Street Profits. That's the finals of the Cruiserweight Dusty Rhodes Classic, tournament. Strong versus Bait and Black versus Almas. Why Strong versus Bait? I'm curious about that. Do a 205 weekly review. I might need to. I might need to start doing that. I'll probably start doing it because I am starting to do it with SmackDown. The problem is it's making my reviews later. So we'll see. Gargano versus Ciampa has the potential to be better than Okada and Omega. Whoa, that's a lot of stock you're putting in that feud. But you know what? You might be right. You might be right, man. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna stop right there, guys. Thank you so much for joining me for this live chat. Thank you so much for joining me again for this live NXT review. And I can't understand why people would complain to me that I'm not positive, but here I am being positive and they're not watching. But to those who are watching, you are awesome. And if you're watching and you haven't subscribed yet, and you've been watching me for months, and you've just been kind of tuning in, okay, I'm going to search the Lex Man and kind of watch this video but not subscribe, but you keep doing it for 3 months. Well, you better subscribe. Sorry about that. You better click that subscribe button. Quit wasting my time. Quit wasting your time. You know you want to subscribe. You know you want to be a part of the Lex Man's world. So subscribe and like the video and share. But give me your thoughts about NXT tonight. How do you feel about Gargano's victory? Psych. The victory he could not get on NXT. How do you feel about him being gone? Not fired, but gone from NXT. The story between him and Tommaso Ciampa, Dream, and who was it? It was Dream and No Way Jose. Everything. The Dusty Rhodes Classic. How do you feel about all of that? Talk about it down below in the description box. But thank you guys for watching. I will catch you guys next time, whenever, whatever. But this is your boy, Deluxe Man, signing off right here in your boy, Deluxe Man's World. I'm out. Peace. By the way, hashtag Fire Road Dog, boys. Just wanted to end it with that. See you later.